5 things that were trashy 100 years ago, but classy now. Change is inevitable. Our world is changing every second, and when we talk about a century, a lot has changed. We have eradicated polio from the earth, accepted homosexuals in mainstream society, sent Cassini to Saturn, and even discovered 7 new Earth-like planets. Even our viewpoints have undergone a major change, and some of the things that were considered scandalous earlier have now become a part of our daily life. Here are 5 such things that were trashy 100 years ago, but classy now. 5 cent tans. Before the Industrial Revolution, the pale white skin was quite popular as it indicated a noble life of leisure, and dark skin was associated with the working class later. In the 20th century, tan skin became a chic beauty statement. The pale skin had been considered as a beauty statement all over the world since the early ages. It was a sign of privilege in Europe. The fashion fad of pale skin dwindled in the 20th century when pioneering designer and fashion icon Coco Chanel returned from a vacation. She was highly tanned, and tanned skin became synonymous with a relaxed and pleasant vacation. By the 1960s, tans became popular as it indicated that the person had enough money to take a tropical vacation. Recently, the appeal of tan had again begun to fade, as it is becoming a common knowledge that 90% of skin cancers are associated with sun exposure. 4. Potatoes. When the Spanish conquistadors introduced potatoes to Spain, Italy, and other European countries, it was considered only fit for animal consumption. But now potatoes are regarded a staple food all over the world. In France, potatoes were considered illegal to grow and consume until a medical army officer, Antoine-Auguste Parmentier, wrote a thesis on the benefits of potatoes as a food source in 1772. The French law which named potatoes as illegal was thrown out, and its popularity soared over the next 20 years. Potatoes became a staple in meat-loving England during the food shortages following the Revolutionary Wars. Soon, the humble tuber's popularity escalated, and fish and chips became a staple food of England. 3. Jeans. Invented as work pants for miners, jeans were a tough and affordable cloth for laborers and factory workers before it became a mainstream fashion wear. The inventor of jeans, Levi Strauss, was a peddler who immigrated from Bavaria to North America in the 1850s. At that time he had brought with him some canvas and some goods that he intended to sell. At that time miners were looking for sturdy and durable work pants. The rebellious portrayal of the person wearing jeans gained popularity, and rebellious youth started including them in their wardrobe. This was the first step of jeans into casual wear. By 1980, it became a fashion staple for people of all ages, and people began wearing them as casual, everyday dress. Since then, jeans have kept on climbing the social ladder and never looked back. 2. Tattoos. Once considered a symbol of humiliation for prisoners and a taboo, tattoos are now quite a rage among all generations. Some of the best tattooists now enjoy celebrity status. In some part of the world, they were considered as taboo. They were considered as a humiliation for prisoners who have committed grave crimes and were deemed as a symbol of disgrace for concentration camp victims. One of the most important factors which brought tattoo into mainstream culture was the popular TV show Miami Ink. It not only popularized tattoos but made people realize how beautiful and impressive this art is. In 2008, a report by Pew Research Center showed that about 36% of Americans in the age range of 18 to 25 have at least one tattoo. People now look at celebrities like Angelina Jolie, David Beckham, and others for tattoo inspirations. 1. Lobster. Lobster, which is now served as a delicacy, was once found in such abundance that they were used as fertilizer and fish bait, and were only consumed by poor people. When it comes to food, lobster now holds one of the top spots. It occupies the proud position of a delicacy, and people usually reserve a lobster dinner for special occasions. In fact, in the early days, They were so plentiful that residents in the Massachusetts Bay Colony often used to find them washed up on the beach in piles about a foot or two high in those times. Lobsters were popularly known as the cockroach of the sea, but soon lobster started becoming popular among early New England tourists, and restaurants began serving it as a meal. Instead of a nuisance, lobster became a commodity, and by the time World War II started, it was considered a delicacy. Please be sure to subscribe, like and share this video with your friends and family. Also turn on the notifications to stay updated to our daily new contents.